Where am I? Well, just kidding. I was taking a nap. Although, while you might think sleep requires no effort at all, for some of us it requires lots of effort. It is hard. You know, you may think playing soccer is hard. You may think getting all of that food into your stomach is hard. You may think getting a university degree is hard. Well, guess what's harder than all of that combined? Sleep. Yes, absolutely. I have no doubts that you wouldn't get that from the first try. So there are several ways in which you can fall asleep faster. There's no guarantee one will work for you, but I'm sure that if you go through 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, through the 8 I'm about to tell you, one of them will work. So you can try one, every single day of the week, and in a week you will have a good solution. So, to begin, rule number one is eliminate, and we can, by the way, speaking of which, we can combine all these rules, okay? Doesn't mean you have to do one each day. Use them all in combination, by relevancy. So rule number one is eliminate all mobile devices. That includes smartwatches, that includes your cell phone, and anything that has a flashy screen and irritates your eyes. We removed that because the light emitted from the devices, it decreases hormones. It decreases melatonin levels, which are responsible for making your brain fall asleep. And we need to increase those numbers, not decrease. So therefore, kiss electronics goodbye. And that is, I would say, an approximate range of 1 hour before you actually go to bed. Now, 2 is please don't look at the time. Don't have a watch like overhead, like the ones in emergency rooms. Or don't have those, old retro ones that keep on ticking and ticking and ticking. Eventually they get on your nerves. No need for those kinds of torture. Just have a silent alarm clock. Put it away somewhere so that you don't see it and that you don't think about the time. Because if you see a time that is late, you're going to be thinking to yourself, oh my, I have to fall asleep fast. I have to wake up at 7 tomorrow. And guess what? That's going to have the opposite effect of making you fall asleep. Tip number 3 is leave your blindfold curtains open so that natural sunlight can wake you up and that you can fall asleep to natural moonlight. This is the best way to do it. That's how animals in the wild do it. This is how our body gets used to a schedule. And if you have a sleeping schedule, that's even better. So match that sleeping schedule with the time the sun rises and sets, respectively. Now, rule number 4 is, oh, come on, guys. No caffeine. Means no coffee, no drinking liters of green tea before you go to bed. Limit your caffeine intake. Because as we know, caffeine equals no sleep. Caffeine equals what medical school students and, law school students take before their exams. What everybody takes before work and school and doing chores and doing everything that's, which we don't like to do. We drink coffee. But for sleep, it's different. For sleep, we shouldn't drink any coffee. No caffeine. If we do, then, I'm going to wish you good luck. Tip number 5 is you may listen to something pleasant, so like music. Classical, R&B, jazz. Those are the soothing ones, especially, like those smooth jazz. The ones you hear in restaurants, like the restaurant music. Like those nights in Paris, romantic films, that kind of stuff. So listen to that type of music and I'll get you pretty relaxed real soon. Okay, now rule number 6. Watch my videos. I'm not kidding. Half of them will make you fall asleep. Well, especially the long ones. Not the short ones, but the longer ones, you know. Just watch several and fix you like that. Now, another rule which I can give you is think about something pleasant. Increase your dopamine, increase your, hormones by thinking of something pleasant that happened this day. And by doing so, you're gonna wander off, you're gonna dream, daydream, and daydreaming during the night leads to sleep. Now, what you can also do is, if none of these methods work, just get up and do something. Read a book. Maybe you want to play some video games, or write that essay you need to write tomorrow morning, or maybe listen to the radio. Do something that will make you a little bit more tired. And it should be monotone. Reading books, journals is a perfect solution, especially ones which aren't thriller ones, which are like, "Oh, Romeo, you don't have to do this. Oh, Juliet, but I did have to." And then they lived happily ever. And then you just fall asleep with the book. Like 5 minutes in, you think this is a thriller novel, but it turns out to be some soap opera and, works like a charm. So read not interesting books. Get a bunch of them. Your friends are gonna be like, "Hey man, why do you have so many, books? They're not even fun to read." Oh, they help me fall asleep. They serve me a very important purpose, as recommended by Dr. V. And yeah, and tell them to subscribe too. Then, of course, we gotta involve that part too. And you know what? In worst case scenario, you're not gonna fall asleep. You'll have a sleepless night. And there's nothing bad about it. Except for that it's gonna make you feel horrible the next day, and, you're gonna be tired and maybe unmotivated to do any work. But think of it as a good thing. Sometimes our bodies just get out of tune. Unless you have some insomnia or some sleep condition, because of which you suffer. If it's nothing like that, if it's just one time, it's fine. I have sleepless nights too. And this is actually beneficial, because think of it this way. If you're not gonna sleep this night, you're definitely gonna sleep next night. Next night, you're gonna be trying not to fall asleep, because your body is gonna be tired. It's gonna be exhausted. So work on your schedule, work on your sleep schedule, work on avoiding coffee, avoiding anything that stimulates, your brain a lot. Avoid electronics in your bed. Keep your place quiet and open the curtains, and make sure that, you got everything you need to spend a nice and restful night. And remember that if you don't, it's not the end of the world. You're gonna have a slightly mehish day, next day, but it's gonna help. It's gonna help you fall asleep the night after this one. Alrighty, folks, I really hope that this video helped you in terms of several tactics you can use to fall asleep faster and more efficiently. This was Dr. V with you. If you want to hear more, and if you want to stay in touch, subscribe to this channel, comment down what you want to see in the future videos, and I'll be there, and I'll be creating those videos for you. Alrighty, I wish everybody a wonderful day, and a wonderful good